Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In previous video, we have seen how to design backend code for this one, that is the home page where we can encrypt and decrypt the data. Okay, so if you haven't watched that video, then just go to description. There I put the link for my previous video. In this video, we are going to proceed with the designing and the backend coding for this one, that is the messages. Here you can see this. For now, this fragment is empty. Only the message is visible over here. So let's stop the application. Let's start coding with this one. So I will stop the application and let's minimize this. First thing what we have to do is, as I have shown in the quick overview, there is a card where we can scroll. Okay, that's a recycler view. So first thing for design item. So let's go to layout, right click on this, go to new and select a new layout resource file. Into this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a name that is item messages. And hit OK. It will create one XML file for you. That is item message. Let be initialized. Okay. After this, go to split, or you can go to the code directly. Over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this constraint layout with card view. This one. After this, what I'm going to do is, we already have this. Into this one, the width will be match parent and height will be wrap content. After this, one thing is missing over here, that is XMLS, that is rest auto. We have to select this. After this, what we have to do is we have to give some margin for this one. So layout margin will be of 11 dp, so that you can see the difference. Okay, here you can see this. At the same time, while coding, you can see the differences over. Okay, after this 11 dp, what we have is we have to add card corners. So card corner radius we are going to put as 21 dp. After this, put a card elevation that is of 5 dp, so that looks better. And going to put a content that is of we have to set the color for this one. So hash AEF3FT. You can choose any other color of your choice. We have to put hash over here, right? AEF. Here you can see this. Now the color is this one. Inside this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one relative layout, because we are going to put this stuff like text, encrypted text, plain text to show the date, and we need 3 different buttons. So I'm going to put that into the relative layout. So relative layout for this one, the height and width will be match parent and match parent, because this is inside the card, right? So whatever the height it will be the same. Into this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the text view first. That is of plain text, right? So let's do that. Text view. And for this one, height and width will be match parent and height will be wrap content. I'm going to give it an ID for this one. So ID will be txt plain text. With this ID, you can uniquely identify this text view. Okay, let's close this to fix the error. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a margin start. Margin start is of 10 dp. After that, I'm going to give it a margin top. That is also of 10 dp. Margin end, that is also of 10 dp. And margin bottom, that is also of 10 dp. After this, I'm going to give it text for now, so that we can see how it looks. So this is plain text. And we give it a color. So text color, that is at the red color, that will be black. Give it a size. So text size will be 25 sp. Here you can see this. Now this is visible, right? So plain text. After this, what I'm going to do is I'm pick one more. That will be the encrypted text, needs to be visible below this one. So text view over here. Text view, and this one for width will be match content. This will be below. Layout below. This is a relative layout, right? So we can put it where we want to. So this will be below txt plain text. I close this. After this, I'm going to give it an ID. ID will be txt encrypted text. After this, I'm going to give it a margin, layout margin of 10 dp. Not layout margin, it's a layout margin start of 10 dp, margin end of 10 dp, margin bottom of 10 dp. I'm giving margin top because we have already added the bottom margin for this plain text, right? So it's already have a 10 dp from this bottom side. So we don't need to add the margin top over here. If we add margin top over here, then the distance between these two will be 20. So I don't want to do that. Okay. Next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the text, that is text for this one, that is encrypted text. I'm putting this dummy text so that we can see it right now. Okay. Later period of time when we set the data into this one, then it will be a new text. This plain text will be not visible. So for this setting, I'm going to set the text color for this one, that is hash 9F989. This is off-white, or you can say this, or gray. After this, I can set the text size, that is of 25 sp. You can set the size as per your choice. So here you can see this. Now the size is this one, encrypted text is visible, right? And here you can observe this corner is curved, which we have set this corner radius to 21 dp. You can increase or decrease as per your choice. Okay. Next thing what we have to do is we need a date over here, 3 buttons. So for that, inside this relative layout, I'm going to add, it's added linear layout, and inside this one, the width will match, height will be wrap content. And this one I'm going to put it the below, layout below, ID, and so this will be below that encrypted text. After this, this will be layout align parent end to true. Let's close this. And into this linear layout, what we have to do is we have to add one text view, that is for the date, to view the date when that message is created. Text view, the width will be, the layout width will be 0 dp, and height will be 0 point. It will be match parent. For this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply out weight. That will be 0.75. That how much area you want to cover. Let me close this to fix the issue. After this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it an ID for this. ID txt creation time. Okay. After this, we have to set few more properties. So back over here, make some space, and here I'm going to set the text alignment to center. Text alignment to center. Single line, it will be a single line. Single line to true. Ellipse size to true. Ellipse size to mark you. Like it will be keep scrolling from right to left. It will be like that. Because date and time stamp is longer than right. Okay. Ellipse size. After this, scroll horizontal. If you want to scroll, you can do that. Mark you repeat limit to infinity. Mark you repeat limit, mark it forever. It will keep doing like that. And I'm going to add a text for the demo purpose. So that will be something like 31102023 or something over here. After this, layout margin start. This will be 10 dp. Layout margin end, that will be also be of 10 dp. After this, now we can see this date is over here, but it's covering the whole area because we have given the layout weight to 0.75, but still we have to add the buttons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the image buttons over here below this. So let's quickly do that. Image button. Into this one, width will be wrap content, the height will be wrap content. Into this one, set the background. Background will be hash AEF3FT. After this, I'm going to set the ID for this. ID will be btn delete. And for this one, I'm going to set one image. So src have the drawable. This image I have already provided in the first video. So make sure to set it like this. So you have to download it from there and you have to import that into the drawables. So over here we have to use the drawable /IC_delete. Let's close this. Right. You can see this. Now this button is over here. So what we have to do is we have to copy this 3 times because we need 3 different buttons, right? Let's paste it quickly. For the second one, this btn will be btn copy to clipboard. For the third one, this is btn will share. Save it. And we have to change the icon also. So _IC_copy. This one is IC_share. I guess we missed something. That's why the radius are in the top. So let's fix that. We have this one, text alignment center, gravity we missed, right? So gravity to center. So now you can see this center. So that's all we have to design to this one. Next thing what we have to do is, now this item is ready. We have these 3 buttons. We have the back, we have the plain text, encrypted text, and the date over. Next thing what we have to do is we have to move back to this one, message fragments. Over here we have to design the search box and the recycler. So let's change this frame layout to relative. And again, here will be match parent and match parent. For this one, we have to set the ID for this. So Android ID, it will be ID layout_messages. And let's remove this. I don't need this one. Over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one text input layout. Why we are going to use it? Because I have to put a search bar over there. So for this, the width will be match and height will be wrap content. For this one, what is the style? It will be this one. Material components, text input layout dot outlined box. After this, I have to set an ID for this. So ID outline. After this, layout margin start, that is of 15 dp. Margin end, that is also 15 dp. I'm going to set app : start icon drawable is equal to alt and enter. We have to put, here you can see this XML component is imported automatically over here. So into this one we have to use @drawable /IC_ search sim. So if I do it split, here you can see that this is visible, right? This is what we are going to implement. After this, what we have to do is we have end icon mode, that we have to do is clear text. Into this one, I'm going to give it a hint, that is search. This is a clear button over here. This is end icon mode. When you type it, it will be crossed like this one. Okay, let's close this and make some space over here. After inside this one, what we have to do is we have to use text input editor, edit text. To this one, icon width will be match parent and height will be wrap content, and I'm going to give it ID. So ID will be txt search. Now close this, save it. Now you can see that this is visible and this one is designed perfectly fine. Okay. After this, what we have to do is let me just make some space inside this one. Below this, we need a recycler. So I'm going to add recycler view, and this one will match and for this give it an ID, fee, recycler view, message, and this will be below layout below ID outline, and save it. Here you can see this now 0, 1, 2, 3, 6, so now the task for this one is done. Next thing what we have to do is we have to create an adapter. So let me minimize this. Go over here, right click on this, new folder or package we can create, and I'm going to create an adapter package. Into this one, I'm going to click one class, that is message adapter. Enter class. It will extends recycler view dot adapt. This one you have to pass your view holder. So message adapter my view folder. This is not there still. Okay. So first thing what we will do is we will create this adapter. Okay. So what we are going to do is make some space here. Public class my view folder extends recycler view dot view holder, like this one. Hover over this, create a constructor matching super, it will be created. Okay, if you click on hover on this, implement methods, we have to implement these 3 methods. Click on OK, and it will implement all 3 methods which are required. Now the error is gone. Let's move back to this one and we will start fixing from here. So here we have one text view, that is txt plain text. We have another, that is txt encrypted. Another is txt date. We have 3 image buttons. So we will create object for that. btn share, btn copy to clipboard, btn delete. Into this one, inside this one, what we have to do is we have to map that txt plain is equal to item view dot find view by id r dot id dot we have to import this r, alt and enter and import txt plain text. This one, close it, scroll a little bit down. After this we have txt encrypted text is equal to item view dot find by id dot txt encrypted text. After this we have txt date, item view dot find view by id r dot txt creation time. After this we have btn share is equal to item view dot find view by id btn share. After this we have btn copy to clipboard is equal to item view dot find view by id r dot id dot btn copy to clipboard. After this we have btn delete is equal to item view dot find view by id r dot id dot btn delete. Now close it. Now for the task for this my view holder is done. Next thing what we have to do is we have to move back to the top. Over here we will declare some variables, that is a list of messages, message list, like this one. Okay, list is not imported, so move back over here, alt enter, import class, and list will be imported. Next thing, we have to create an object of layout inflator. After this we have to create an object of room B database. After this we have to create a constructor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a constructor for this one. So it will be something like this: public, this one, list of messages, message list, comma, context, context and room DB. Move back over here, let's enter to import and import class. And over here, first thing what I'm going to do is this dot message list is equal to message list. This dot inflator is equal to layout inflator dot from, and we have to pass the context. After this, we have to set the database. So database is equal to database like this. So this one is done. Next thing, move back to this my view holder. Over here, let me just remove this. Into this one, first thing what we have to do is we have to create the view. So view is equal to inflator dot inflate, and so this one we have to pass the layout which we have created. Layout dot item message which we have created right now, and to this one we have to pass the parent and attached root is false. And simply return view my view holder. Into this one we have to pass the view and the save it. Next thing what we have to do is we have to go into this one on bind view holder. Into this one we have to bind the views, and whatever the operation we have to perform, we will perform. And before that, what we have to do is into this get count, we have to simply delete this 0. We have to simply return the size of the message list dot size. Now move back to this. The actual coding, whatever we need is on this one, that on bind view. Over here, we will start with the txt plain dot set text, which we have to set the text from message list dot get, and we have to get this position from here, and from this position we have to get the plain text. In the same way, we have to holder dot txt encrypted dot set text, and we will get from message list get, we have to pass the index, that is position, and dot get etext, that is the encrypted text. After this, holder dot txt date dot set text. Into this one again we will get from the message list get, and we have to pass the index dot get creation time dot to string. Now these three stuff is set over here. After this, whenever we want to perform, whenever we want to click on the button, that is PDN copy to clipboard and other stuff, we have to perform the operation, right? So how to do that? For that, holder dot PDN copy to clipboard dot set on click listener. Whatever we click on that, something needs to be happen. Over here, new view on click listener. When you click on this, it will give you a method like this. Over here, first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the PD utility which we have created one method dot set clipboard into this one. Dot get context. Into this one we have to pass the message list dot get position, and we have to get the encrypted text. After this, if you want to show that, click on that, we have to create a toast. Into this one we have to pass the context inflator dot get context. Into this one copied to clipboard. Now the task for copy to clipboard is done. Next thing we have BDN delete. So if I move back, scroll a little bit down, let's write the code for that. So BDN delete dot set on click listener, new we want click listener. Into this one, what we have to do is we have to create a alert dialog box, right? So new alert dialog builder. Into this one we have to use inflator dot get context dot set title delete, and I'm going to set one message. Are you sure? Dot set position, set positive button for this one, and into this one we have to pass the confirm, new dialog on click this one. Whenever you click on confirm, then what operation you want to perform. So in that case, database dot main DAO dot delete, and we have to pass the object. So message list dot get, and we have to pass the position. This will be deleted. After this, from the message list we also need to remove. So remove message list dot get position. We also need to remove that from this one, and we have to call the method notify dataset changed. After this, After this deletion, if the user press cancel, that is set negative button, this one that will be cancel. New dialog on click. Let's close this over here. Cannot close this over here. When I click on cancel, just simply need to close it. So we don't need to write any code for that one. Over here, set icon. If you want to set an icon, so hardware drive dot ic underscore delete to set it, and dot show we have to just close it. The task for this one is done. What we did is whenever anyone click on this BT and delete, it will open an alert dialog box where it will ask for the title will be delete, and it will ask the message will be are you sure. For this positive button, we have the confirm. If confirm, then I'm going to delete that from the database first, and from this message list, which whatever we got, I'm removing that particular object and notifying the recycler view now the database is changed. Okay, in the while canceling, nothing is going to be done. Only the pop-up will be closed. Okay. After this, what we have to do is we have to one button to share, right? That encrypted text needs to be shared. Folder.btn share dot set on click listener view on click listener. Into this one, we have to create the intent first. Intent is equal to new intent. After this, into this one, intent dot set action. Into this one, we have to pass this intent dot action c. Intent dot put extra. Into this one, I will put intent dot extra text. And what text I want to put? Message list dot get from particular position dot get encrypted text. And intent dot set type for this one, that is text / plain. So all the apps will be visible whenever this accept text / plain to be here. If intent dot resolve activity, to this one we have to pass inflator dot get context dot get package manager is not equal to null. In that case, we will simply call intent dot get context. Sorry, not intent. Inflator dot get context dot start activity, and we will pass the intent into this one. Now the task for this one is also done. Next thing what we have to do is we have to go to this one. Now the task for message is showing that there is something. Okay, let me check into this one. Okay, that will work. No issues. Okay, so next thing what we have to do is we have to do this message fragment. Let's move to this message fragment. So if I go over here, open it up, go to message fragments, and we don't see all the stuff, right? So let me just delete this. All of these are not required for me. On create view, only this one is required. So let's get rid of this one also. Now that here you can see this error is resolved. Let me remove these all so that you can clearly see every piece of code. Here, first thing, we will create some objects which is required. So recycler view, there's message adapter, Next, I need root DB. This database. Next thing, I need list of messages. Message list is equal to new array list. Let import list, alt and enter, and now the list is automatically imported. So if I open it up, here you can see this list is visible. Okay. Next thing what we have to do is we need list of messages. Temp list, which we need, is equal to null. Next thing, I need edit text, that is a search box, txt search, relative layout. These are variables we need. Into this one, let's make some space, remove this. First, what we will do is we will create a view object. View is equal to inflator dot inflate r dot layout dot fragment messages. We will pass the context, that container, that view group, and pass false. Next thing what we have to do is we have to size all of the variables. So relative layout is equal to view dot find view by id dot layout message. Next thing what we have to do is we have to initialize the recycler view. Recycler view is equal to view dot find view by id dot rv message, the key, the id which we have set, right? Let's scroll a little bit. After this recycler view, we have txt search view dot find view by id dot txt search. Next thing we have database is equal to room db dot get instance. Into this one we have to pass the get activity context we have to pass, right? Next thing we have message list is equal to database dot main DAO dot get all messages. So if you are worried about that, from where this main DAO and get all messages I'm calling, so if I click on this one, here we have already declared everything in the previous video. So make sure you have watched every video. Okay. After this, what we have to do is we have to create a cycler view that set as fixed size to true. Next thing what we have to do is it is cycler view dot set layout manager. And to this one, we will set new stage, the first one, strike grid layout manager. Into this, we have to pass the one. It will be a linear layout manager dot vertical. We need a vertical. After this, we have to create this one. Message adapter is equal to new message adapter. To this one, we will pass the message list. And we will pass the context. Get activity will return the context of the database object will pass. This is which we have created the constructor in this one, right? So now we got the message list of the database, context, and the database object itself, so that we can perform the delete operation. Next thing, recycler view dot set adapter, and we will set the adapter, that is message adapter over here. After this, we have txt search, right? So for that, what we have to do is txt search dot add text change listener. Into this one, new txt watcher, text watcher, and when you select that text watcher, it will give it three methods: before text change, on text change, and after text change. So we don't need this after text change. Let's comment this. Okay, it is required before text change. Okay. So these three methods we need to override. So whatever we have to do is on text change. Whenever text is changed, then only we need to check it, right? So let's use a temp list is equal to new array list over here. Now what we will do is for int data is equal to 0, data is less than message list dot size, and data is this. After this, what we will check is message list dot get data dot get plain text dot to lowercase dot starts with txt search dot get text dot string. And this one also dot to lowercase. If this is the case, in that case, what we have to do is we have to add temp list dot add message list dot get data. If after this, what we have to do is we have to again recycler view dot set has fixed size to true, and to this one we have to write recycler view dot set layout manager. To this one we will pass new stage, this one layout manager dot vertical with the new data. Message adapter is equal to new message adapter template get activity, and we'll pass the database object. And finally, recycler view dot set adapter, we will set the message adapter. So what we are doing over here, first we will extract the message list of the data, whatever with starting with this one. Okay, so whichever contains the text, whatever I'm searching for, that will be added to this temp list, and with that same, creating a new instance object. Over here, I'm going to just remove this, and simply what we are going to see, simply return the view object which we have created. If I move back over here, this view object which we have created, I'm simply returning that. Now the task for this message fragment is done. Now let's start our application. Let's check it. So I've already started the application, and now Hiddle build is running. My installation is done. If I click on this, here you can see this. Now the text is visible over here in the card view. Here you can see this. This one is encrypted on the 1st of October and other. Let's encrypt one more again over here. btechdays, encrypt it, move back, text copy to clipboard, move back over here, btechdays, it's encrypted. That is 1st of November, and the time is something 6:12 around. So this one is working fine. Next thing, if I copy it, and you can see this is copied to clipboard. Let's check if this one is copied or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move back over here, move over here, and paste it and try to decrypt it. You can see this is btechdays. It may happen that while encrypting, it's also get copied. So we will try to copy this one and move back over here and try to paste it over here and decrypt it. And here you can see this is helpful. It means that the copying functionality is working fine. Next thing, we have delete button also. So let's delete this, confirm, delete this one also, confirm, delete, confirm, delete this one and confirm. Here you can see this, everything is deleted. So it's working fine. If I delete on this one and click on cancel, nothing is happening. If I click on this one, here you can see this is a title, that is delete. This is a message, are you sure? This is a positive button, this is a negative button. So when I click on negative button, nothing happens. Next thing we have is this one, share button. So if I click on this, here you can see this, just once. We don't have much options, but if I click on this, and you can see this, now the message is visible over here. So whatever that encrypted text is over here. So let's move back over here, and we have to encrypt some more data. ABC, XYZ encrypted, so that we can check the search functionality, right? So we have different. So B, when I type B, you can see this, only B is visible. If I click on this, now let's move back to this one. If I type X, Y, Z, now the only one is visible. So now this functionality is working fine. So now we have checked for the search, the card view is visible with the date, day and everything. We have this 3 buttons also function. So the task for this message fragment is done. Next thing what we are going to do is in the next video, we are going to check for this one, that is tools, where we will have that different option to change the key, enable, disable the functionality with the message backup and other stuff. That's all for this video, guys. Please like, subscribe and follow us on Instagram and just keep connecting with us. Thanks for watching.